Everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Roll Charisma, where we have the fabulous guys from RPGs with ERP. Ha, yes. I said it right. I usually invert those for some reason. Yeah. We have Tanner, John, and Scott, which is roughly, I think, or exactly half of them. So the guys that would come hang out with us. Thank you. Right? I mean, geez. So before we get started, just like always, we're going to go to Mac Jackal Ranger with the Roll for Chaos recap for the week. Take it away, Mac Jackal.
Thanks, Shannon and Steven. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, I'm Mac, and this is the recap for this week, starting with Dreams of Silver and Stone. We open on a flashback to everyone in the party, Clay and Kiara in their youth, where Clay makes plans to get back at those who wronged him, Kiara watching her best friend be imprisoned and leaving after. Patchy after a raid gone wrong on an Empire outpost, Kaizen discovering a tear in space and time, and Nova as she struggles to break free of her mother's hold and see the outside world for herself. And finally, Nohu, watching his parents fall to an IED, saving him in the process. Back in the present, Kaizen and Nova are off on an adventure with Nohu on a mission to a MILF-type area, maximum injury, low food. That can't be taken out of context. But run into a group of hunters who suspect them to be troublemakers after the Manti assault. So they do as they always do, and sneak off back to town to find Patchy. Patchy isn't doing much better, though, as after that stunt in a previous episode, a few leery Skixen are giving him grief after something about a bandage with his name on it to one of those kids who defaced an outpost, set something on fire. It's no biggie, it's fine. On a lighter note, Clay and Kiara, having reunited following the events of the bug onslaught, take a moment to touch base, with Clay letting her in on a Marquess setup. Besides him, however, is Brownie, covered in mud, just as Clay, and no sooner does he introduce the cute little Skixen, does the tavern owner catch them. Thinking fast, Clay states that he and his goddaughter are here for work and settles on working with Patchy. With that, we cut to everyone converging on Patchy's lab. Clay for his job, Nova and Kaizen laying low, and Nohu being Nohu. Needless to say, between the out-of-place elf, the dwarf corpse melting in the lab, it's an odd conversation to be had, leading to an excursion to the MILF with the entire party focused on getting supplies for Patchy. As so, the party meets in a tavern, mostly, to rest up for adventures tomorrow. The night goes easy for some, not so much for others, as the party awakens to a kobold alarm clock. Nohu racing around the tavern with pots and pans, excited to pursue the MILF. They eat breakfast and proceed, reaching the mouth of a cave of the MILF. The party stops at an odd sight each. Hallucinations, perhaps? Only time will tell. Tune in next week. Now on to Sparrows. We start on the party in the past. Clarion at an auction, Red Iron presenting a music box to his boss, Amos being a parent, B making friends with Barnabas. Then we snap back to the battle in progress. The ship is outgunned, Carrot is overboard, and the cargo has not been secured, and it's only getting messier. Amos puts gunnery to work dispatching ships, Red Iron secures the cargo, Bay and Lei Fei move the ship out of harm's way, while Clarion, none the less important, sees to the growing casualty list. In what I would consider to be a desperate bid, the team pulls a miracle out of their rears and gets it into gear, with Red Iron overhauling the ship with the cargo, and Amos recovering Carrot safely with chain shot. Seriously? I'd like to see what's in those pirates' tankers, but yeah, that's just me. Their desperation pays off, though, as the ship blinks out of the battle to the other side of the cosmos. With damage under control, you find Red Iron fused to the Syl artifact, his leg grafted to the engine. Clarion and Amos manage to secure Red Iron for triage, but not before something sinister digs into Red Iron's leg. With that underway, Bay and Lei Fei find the ship is quite literally on the other side of the universe, months away from an outpost. And it gets better. Apparently that Syl artifact they stuffed into the engine, well, it's overhauling the ship now. And it's slowly coming alive, much to the chagrin of Amos, who quite literally almost had a panic attack about 5 minutes earlier. So, the Lesrans are noodling, the ship is yodeling, and the toaster is self-aware. Well, this is going to be fun. Back to you guys. Shh. They're here.
I don't feel okay.
That
Well,
give me anxiety. I hope he's
I know.
okay.
All right, just okay. Just think of the MILF cave. It's fine. Just think of the MILF cave. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep it in mind.
Okay.
Just picture the MILF cave,
Okay.
and we'll be
alright.
good. Totally fine.
First time I've ever been happy for a MILF.
Right? And also, Steven told me, reminded me that we didn't introduce ourselves. I just think we're like Oprah, I guess, and need no introduction. Cars for everybody. Just kidding. We don't have the budget. So I'm Shannon, and that's Steven. And we are now back with the guys from RPGs with ERP. Welcome, everybody. Tanner, Scott, and John.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we got an Oprah. But we don't
got a car. Something about a car. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
sure. It'll
We'll
be there.
give you
in
$1
6
on
days.
our terms. Could be 2067. We'll see.
American dollar. All right.
Mhm.
Ooh, that'll be $1.50 up here.
Oh, I wasn't
There you
sure. Has the loony ever surpassed us yet? I feel like we're
Instant
going
inflation.
down.
Once a woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll happen.
Your money looks cooler than ours. It's all plastic and colorful.
It's amazing. I have some literally in a display.
It's scratch and
cabinet.
sniff.
Is it? The snozberry
Yeah.
smells
It's
like
if you
snozberry?
scratch it.
Yep.
It smells like maple syrup.
Ha!
Seriously, do not make me
No,
go
that's
scratch
not
my
a joke.
loonies.
Oh, really?
There's,
That's
yeah,
not
this
a-
is actual
that's
thing.
not
I'm gullible, though.
Like,
really?
Are you
it's
meaning like the leaf? Can I literally go scratch my money right now?
It's the bills, not the coins. But yeah, no, our
yeah.
paper money is scratch and sniff,
I
so
have a 20 bill
that
and
you
a
can't
10
counterfeit
bill.
it.
I'm gonna try this.
That's the coolest
I'm
thing
just
I've
amazed
ever
I
heard.
could tear it or I could wash it, but what?
Oh, that's the best part. Yeah, scratch
Okay.
and
All right. I seriously,
It's so
audience,
colorful.
I will
And
get
it's
back.
beautiful. That's there we go. What's gonna happen is as soon as I'm gonna go visit Canada, and I'm gonna be like, oh, it's obviously scratch and sniff. I walk in there, I'm gonna scratch and sniff it, and someone's gonna be like,
Don't do it.
what are you doing to our money?
Can
Like
we
this
help you,
isn't
ma'am?
stripper boobs or something. And I'm
You're
like, no,
indestructible. You're fine.
At least you'll know what color, what you're handing them based on the color.
that's true.
I have made that mistake in America.
Yeah.
I've tipped
It's like,
100.
oh, I almost
Green.
tipped you $50.
Yeah.
It's all the same color.
have.
It's a dingy green, gray
It's
drab.
crap. It's really, literally crap compared to your currency.
I know.
Not
All
in
right.
terms of value, but sure.
Well,
Right. As far as
you know what?
quality,
Value is in the
actual
eye of the
product,
beholder.
they're all worthless. They only mean something because we believe they do.
That's not wrong. So we are gonna go through on our show here. We roll icebreaker questions, and we have those icebreaker questions from 1 to 20. You all have selected your own dice to roll. So I think what we're gonna do, like I said, is kind of go round robin, and probably starting with Tanner, and then go John, then go Scott, just because that's how Ty put you on the promo, and I could keep a track of it.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
For no particular reason. So we can get started. Steven, you can read the first one. Tanner, why don't you go ahead and roll and read us what your die says?
All right. I don't get to say what I roll too often. Let's see here.
Yeah,
That is a 10.
you call it out.
That is a 10.
If you
Yes.
could hang out with any cartoon or video game character, who would you choose and why?
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's ooh.
This is the show.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
These are
this is
the
incredible.
tough questions.
Tails, woo.
Don't you put that magic on me. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Because you know what? Life is like a hurricane, and he's right. That is my answer because it's both a cartoon character and a video game character. I would pick Scrooge McDuck and his family
Yes!
Yes.
I'm okay
because there's
with
just
that.
so much adventure and money wouldn't be a
Money?
problem.
Yes.
And
I was
that's
obsessed
money I
with
could
that.
swim in.
Yes!
I could swim in that
After
money
training.
without breaking myself.
The original
No, yeah.
Nintendo game
Yeah.
I was so obsessed with as a kid.
It is
So good.
It is literally my one of my earliest memories. It is the first
Yes.
video game I ever played.
Oh
Ever.
my gosh, I love
So
Beautiful.
oh,
It's so
special
good.
place.
How do you feel about the new DuckTales?
So
that.
It is
I don't want to say I'm a
controversial
negative
question.
person. It can be. I don't want to say I'm a negative person, but typically these days when you see something's being rebooted, you kind of roll your eyes.
Yeah,
So that was my initial-
reaction.
Oh,
My initial thing was like, okay.
it was
yeah,
so good
whatever.
though.
Then I saw the voice cast. Yeah. Then I saw the voice cast. And it's like,
Okay.
huh? Right? Okay, I'm into it. And then the first episode started and the theme song hit, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
onions. Yeah.
They did really good. Actually, I procrastinated watching it for
Mhm.
probably like a year or maybe year and a half, 2 years because I
Just
loved the original so
Weeks
much.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you watch it and then you go, why did I wait so long? This was awesome.
That one and the
I was-
Animaniacs,
so
my two
good.
favorite remakes.
Oh, because I haven't seen the Animaniacs remake yet.
You
but
have to. It's
actually
still
pretty
Steven
good.
Spielberg.
I know.
It- oh my gosh, and it's
Is it
modern.
really?
And yes, it's the same. It's
Like it
incredible.
is self-aware of the change in the time and
Yes,
everything is
and it
great.
makes fun of it, and it's
Is it-
great. It makes fun of
it's meta.
itself for rebooting itself.
It's always been
fantastic.
meta, really.
Yeah, true,
They kind of
true.
just.
You know
All
what?
right.
Now that I think back, yeah, it probably was.
Mhm.
I was old cartoons, but yeah, some of them, I mean, we didn't, you get the reboots, it is scary. Like, it gives me literal anxiety when they do things that I love, especially after, like Teen Titans, stuff like that, where I'm like, why though? No. And I'm not trying to be controversial. If you liked it, you liked it. It's totally fine. But
But
it
it's two
was,
different feels.
yeah. It's like, what did you do? Like, the other one was kind of serious,
That's why I'm
Like, it
so
helped me through
nervous.
my teenage years.
I'm so nervous for Mortal Kombat, you guys.
Oh, yeah, but
Movie?
old Mortal Kombat
I am
weren't the best.
optimistic.
I know. I'm such a huge fan, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Part of an adult is accepting that some things need to be filed in forget, never open again.
Yes.
That is true. It's a big part of
And
it.
happy memory.
Like the second season of Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Case
Okay.
in point.
John, with that, why don't you go ahead and roll your dice and we'll get to your question.
20.
20?
Wow.
Oh, okay, so you
Where are
got
these
one.
rolls on Sundays.
Ah,
You know why.
I'm gonna use them. Uh-oh.
When they matter, I cannot roll good.
That's fair. I feel that. So you got a critical roll, obviously. So it's your choice. You can either ask your host any question and they must answer truthfully, or you can share any tidbit about yourself you want people to know. If this is too much pressure, you may also re-roll.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Over 12.
Nope.
Side
That's a
note, no
time.
one has ever asked us a question to this day.
Well, it's
I
it's hard.
completely blanked.
Yeah. We should give people a heads up. Like, have a critical role
By
question.
the way, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
You
include
said
that when we put
12?
the form out.
12, yeah.
12 is if you could have the power of teleportation right now, where would you go and why?
I want to say into the
Aw,
woods
Tanner
in
needs a hug.
Scotland.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were about to mention the musical. I was like,
Oh,
let's
no.
go. Let's go again.
I love fairy tales, but that musical had the same song again and again
Yeah.
and again.
I only love it because I was in it.
Into the woods and out of the woods and into the woods and out of the woods and into the woods. And
Yeah.
into the woods.
And Home Before Dark. Got
So
it.
the woods of Scotland. Any particular reason,
Yes.
like your heart calls
I
you
have
there?
never been, but I love the culture. I love everything about it, and I want a small sheep farm out there just on my lawns.
That'd be amazing.
That's fair.
Oh yeah,
Would
just a little
you
hobby farm.
eat
Disney Internet.
haggis on the regular?
Oh yeah,
Would you?
damn right.
You had haggis?
Oh no,
So good.
I've eaten a lot of disgusting things on farms, but I would eat it.
You may change your
Yeah.
mind after trying it.
It's good. It's
Oh, yeah.
good.
It's delicious.
It's spices and meats filled in a bladder. How would that not be good?
Because it's awful. It's guts. I don't know.
That is the term.
Oval?
Yeah, awful.
Awful,
It's,
awful.
it's
Yeah, that's the term.
awful. Yeah, I know. I learned that like long ago, and I had to keep with it. Okay, Scott, your turn.
7.
7. If you could time travel back to childhood and give yourself one single piece of advice, what would it be?
Oh.
You know, we took it out of like the fun realm, and then we're like, no, but seriously, like, what would
And boom. Yeah.
I think it would
Good coin.
boil down to like just explaining to my younger self that like things actually matter and that you should pay attention to what they're teaching you and you know what all these people are saying, because I did not for a number of reasons, and you know it just made everything harder. Yeah,
It's a good wisdom.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I mean, how we all did that.
I
as
haven't
kids.
thought about that
Yeah.
repeatedly for like the last 26 years.
Like, well, now I have to self-teach myself everything.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Only
Oh my
I
gosh.
listened in 6th grade when.
Taxes, isn't that something they should have taught us in school?
100%.
They do.
There should just be a class
When?
of life skills, like actual life skills that they teach.
We
It's called
had one
home
of
ec. They took it out.
Yeah.
They did.
We don't.
We had a
Yeah.
class called Futures in my high school class where they actually taught us taxes. They taught us how to like write a check, which is totally irrelevant now, really. But and
Well,
like
at the time.
They taught us how
bunch
to
of-
balance the checkbook.
yeah, yeah, we had to have a balance. Yeah, I know. Like we don't have an app for that, but and then of course you know you just plug in your taxes to a service system. Who needs to think anymore? We have apps.
I know, that's the funny. It's like math. Remember when they used to tell you, well, you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket all the time? Oh, really, Nancy?
Oh yeah,
What's this
Mr.
then?
Brouillard.
Take that, Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie. That's what we're here for.
Oh, man.
You call your teachers by their first name?
I have a
They
couple
did not
teachers
like it.
actually. I do because I'm friends with them.
Oh,
Okay.
well, if you're watching,
Um,
Stephanie, hi.
Hey, girl.
Okay. Well, we can...
Drama teacher.
Oh well, drama
Yeah.
teachers are the
We
best.
called our drama teacher the first name.
We
Yes,
did.
We had drama
Jerry.
teachers.
There you go.
You had what drama teachers?
We totally had drama teachers, sure. Yes.
Oh, you didn't have drama teachers? God, that's a.
We've had this conversation because Tanner's from a town where there's culture and drama and theater, and I'm from a small town where if you have any of that, it's not right.
That boy ain't right.
It's
That's
not
kind of-
right.
Oh no.
Yay, Alberta!
Yay.
I've been to Alberta. Hey.
It's like, isn't Alberta like a big town though? Like, shouldn't they have stuff?
Some parts.
I mean, I was in downtown, though, so I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
We drove out of it, and there was nothing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's immediate. Like the moment you leave downtown,
Yeah.
nothing.
Gone. Everything.
That's funny. I know. Okay, Tanner, you gonna do it again here, man? You gonna roll it,
Hey,
rolling.
7.
That's the same that re-roll.
Aw.
You know
But please
you know
say it the
what?
same way.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say because it's a different question, or it's the same question but a different person. So
It
let's do
would-
it that way
that's true.
because you'll have
That
a
is true.
different. Yeah. So if you could time travel back to childhood and give yourself one piece
Right.
of advice, Well, what would it be?
Yes.
Just one.
So this is an interesting thing. I think we all have that thought of, well, if I could go back, I'd change this. I wouldn't want to change certain things because I'd be scared, I wouldn't have certain friends. I wouldn't have my pets is a big one that actually terrifies me. So I think the one piece of advice that I would give my younger self that wouldn't change anything until it came the proper time is buy Bitcoin, buy it now, don't touch it for 10 years.
Seriously.
Just
go back to 2008.
leave it. Just put it somewhere. Just don't even think about it. I'll remember.
And don't throw in the computer and don't forget your password.
That's literally it's like
things.
everything be the same. And then I get to now, it's like, I feel like $60,000 today. Like,
oh man. That's like the story.
problem solved.
Brilliant, actually, because then you
heard
still
about the
have
guy?
your Eunice. Which guy?
He had 100 Bitcoin on an old laptop from
Yeah.
like 2008, and he
Thrown
threw it
out.
away. And the city is
Yep.
now digging through their landfill, trying to find it for a percentage of what it's worth today. And he's been digging through dumps trying to find his 100 Bitcoin.
I bet somebody snatched it up.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what I bet. I bet some like homeless dude was like hanging around, like digging through the garbage, and then he's like, "Oh, look, a laptop. I don't know why he sounds like this, but he does."
How do you
Triple
do?
steel. It's
That's how
done.
homeless people
Yeah.
talk.
Oh, we're gonna go over here. Oh, no Bitcoins, and now he's like,
Oh,
Elon
man.
Musk.
yeah, and that's how Elon Musk got started.
I'm just thinking to
What a
that scene
tale.
in Young Sheldon with the notebook.
I haven't seen Young Sheldon. I need to.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
I've seen
watched
the clip. I've
He,
seen the clip.
he essentially gives this notebook with like all these answers to like I can't remember what it is, but at the end, Elon Musk is just reading it and puts it back in the drawer and says nothing.
It's
Actual
so
Elon
weird.
Musk.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe it.
Elon. We can go move to his city now. He's converting a town in Texas to Starbase and hiring 10,000 people that are high school graduates because he wants to educate him himself to run Starlink and everything else.
but I'm college educated.
Well, then he doesn't want you. I'm sorry.
Son of a.
My bad.
Mm,
Slightly.
that's bait.
Right?
It is.
That's bait.
Feel it. That's kind of like giving me your unlearned masses. That's kind of sketch, isn't it?
I feel like I've
Yeah.
heard about this in history before.
Yeah,
Like
I will educate you his way, you guys.
Yeah, this seems
You'll
like
do
there's
better on
benefit.
Mars that way, okay?
What you doing? What you up to? All right.
Yeah, what you
Like,
doing down at
yeah.
Starbase?
Like, I think it's
Is-
cool
is-
you
is
made
Grimes
rockets
there?
that can land, and you got some Wi-Fi up there. But
All I
it's
see is like the representative from Bossing say, "There's no war here. Everything's fine."
everything's fine in Bossing Say.
There's no war in Bossing Say.
All right.
Yes.
I think we're back to John.
6.
6.
Oh.
If you could interview any figure from history, who would it be and what would you ask them?
Any history would be interesting. Talk to
could
you on the
interview you
regular.
right now. Yeah. We're literally interviewing you right now, just so you know. This is happening.
Just
Oh,
famous
is that-
person
oh.
or just from history?
Just from
Any-
history, period.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would go with my great grandfather.
Oh, any particular reason why?
He went through 2 different wars, raised like a family, and he was always a good and gentle person. I
Aw,
only got to talk to him a few times before he died, so that would just be amazing.
that's really cool. So you actually did get to meet him, though.
Oh yeah, I'm named after him.
Oh, there you
Very
go.
super wholesome. Canadian, eh?
The feels.
I had a grandfather that was very cool. He worked for NASA, like safety and things like that. He passed away from Parkinson's disease when I was like
Oof.
9 or 10. I know, oof, right? Like, way to bring down the mood, Shannon. But like, so I never got to have like intellectual conversations with him as an adult. So that's totally cool.
NASA. Wow.
Yeah, well,
I-
okay, so he did the safety inspections, and the first thing I asked my mom was, I was like, did he like do the safety inspections on like the Challenger? And she's like, no, he was like retired by then. But I was like, he wasn't the dude that didn't check the door, right? Like, please no.
Even if they do know that information, would you want to know?
I don't know.
No, the answer is no.
Yeah, he was that guy. Like, oh no.
I feel for John in that department. I have a very I think he's in his 90s that had a similar experience, like paratrooper, like saw some crazy stuff, and it's like he's on the West Coast and I can't exactly get there right now. And it's just kind of like,
Yeah, the whole pandemic thing.
Can
he
A
zoom?
little aside here. Ooh, good call.
Oh.
Can you zoom?
I'm sure one of his kids or grandkids knows how, but it's
Make this happen before you regret it. That's what we're saying, Scott. Get it done. Call the grandpa. Or we're gonna
Scott.
segue to there. Yeah.
Yes.
I every time talk about this, it blanks, and it just so happens we're on stream. You had mentioned that some of your grandparents or great grandparents obviously fought in World War II and were trained here in the province that we live in. Redacted.
Yeah.
There was only 2 World War II training camps here, and we need to compare notes because I have records of my great grandfather, and it's
Ooh.
about the same time that yours was there. And I'm curious if they knew each other.
That'd be cool.
I'm very curious. We have to. I want to cross-reference that with you when we got a second.
Yes. That just so people, in case people are interested, that was my grandfather. He served in, I believe it was the Engineer Corps in World War II.
Yes.
But
Talked about that.
for a bunch of reasons, my father and my uncle have decided not to pursue acquiring them because he never passed them on.
All the records.
And I
Interesting.
get it. We went to them, and that is a process. I'm not sure how it is south
yeah.
of the border, but even up here, there's a like you have to prove you're
yeah.
related.
Yeah.
And I get
would
it back. We go through it, and we're like, I don't know. This kind of looks like the redacted version. it's
Black lines. Black lines.
I got lucky. Mine was
No,
just in an
it's-
envelope from my grandmother that she found randomly in a drawer.
see,
There you go.
See, this is their photocopies, and it's like from the time he signed up because he volunteered, from like the time he went over, and I know more based on medals he got, where he was, than what they've told me. So I don't know.
You guys should do this as like a series. Like investigating
should.
great grandpappy, and then like have compare the notes. Do it. You know, I'm a history nerd, so I would watch. It'd be cool. Scott, roll. I know I'm just getting like bossy.
Wow.
What was it? 10?
10.
10 is if you could hang out with any cartoon or video game character, who would you choose and why?
Ooh. Nathan Drake. We are too. that is literally my opposite. That is literally my opposite. Like, yeah, I like outdoors. I love history with a passion, but I don't have the resources to go out there and like investigate like, you know, ancient Middle Eastern stuff. Like it's that I've played through those games more times than I would like to admit.
They're great. They really are.
And I think it is something that speaks to a lot of people because it's like how many people had that as a dream when they were growing up, and they're like, oh, I can go through this. Now I'm pretty sure your childhood version didn't involve shoesticking people, but you know,
Shoesting.
it's
I had
It might have.
I had Tomb Raider growing up, so it was kind of similar. But I'm older, so I just had like a lady with triangle boobs that I got to play and kill raptors.
Is that what Tomb Raider was about?
Yeah.
the horrible drowning animation of her like
Oh, yeah.
jerking around.
And then
Oh my God.
like when she like goes to duck into a tunnel and it's like, ooh, Cube-ass. It's like right there, like the whole
Yeah.
time. Like, this game isn't meant for girls like I thought it was.
That's why I was so elated when I got Uncharted, because I was like, okay.
Ow.
I have a problem with Nathan Drake because no matter what he goes through, he's always pretty.
That's okay. So is
Well, and that's
Laura.
why they
Give us
cast
this
Tom
one, okay? Just
Holland.
this one.
It's true.
Look, I'm all for pretty men, but if they're having going through a train crash and all the shooting, and they come up like, oh yeah,
I mean,
that was good.
Like perfectly coiffed and like not even
Seriously.
like
it's still be
dirty.
hot,
and-
rough,
That's
and
just how
filthy.
Oh,
100.
oh my.
Oh.
Bye.
Stephen may or may not have a slight crush on Nathan Drake.
I have been in
Apparently.
love with Nathan Drake for years, you guys. I'll just admit it right now.
I mean, I can't deny. Good looking guy. And we, with that little bit of awkward information, we're gonna go to our break. And we will be back in about 10 minutes. Y'all hang out and we'll be back and answer some more questions. Welcome back to Roll Charisma, where half of our hosts are blurry and
Hello. I'm here somewhere, you guys, I swear.
don't check
Steven,
your glasses. It's fine. Oh no! He's like half Thanos snapped. He's like going away
Only
now.
half, he's still there.
Yeah.
The universe was uneven. He's the one that's stuck in the middle.
Oh my gosh, what did that happen? Like I was like half gone, and yeah, and then like does the other half come back? Can the one half survive? These are questions.
Can I just lose like 15 pounds?
Oh yeah, could you just
please.
Thanos snap around the middle a little bit? You know.
Fuck off me.
Oh, I need all that I got.
Take
I'll
mine.
donate. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll donate to the medium. I'm good with that. Thanos snap all the muscles away. You're just
Okay,
looking skeleton.
that's it.
You like the idea of it, but you would not want to be the person beta testing that.
No, yeah, let someone else do that first. Pioneer, it's fine. It's kind of how I feel about going to Mars. Actually, it's like I wouldn't mind living on Mars, but I don't want to be the first group to go live on Mars. You know, like
At least
I've
in like a
seen Dead Space.
generation.
Yeah,
I
totally.
kind of feel like I would do it.
Go, you do it. See, that's the thing. We need people that do. I don't want to be that person.
Right.
It's so weird because it's like I was talking about it, and not to get on this, but it's like things that will come up in conversation if I ever have kids. It's like, oh, what was this like, or what was this like? Because you know the current you know what will be brought up in school.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Dad, what was that like? Also, I was born in '94, so it's like, oh, what was it like to be born in the 20th century? You know?
Right?
What was
I
it like when
know.
the first people went to Mars? I don't know. I didn't go.
Yeah, I waited until everybody else did that.
Well, as you
I watched everyone else go first.
It's fine.
Yeah.
well, as you see, son, it didn't work out too well. So I stayed here.
Oh no.
Oh, we have
yeah.
confirmation.
That was ominous.
Boom, boom, boom.
Scott's predicting something terrible for the Mars thing now.
You heard it here first, folks.
Please tell me I just get some
Don't say
crazy
that.
interstellar parasite though and become badass and scary. And then I'm
Oh, and so you want to be Venom. You're hoping for Venom as a
Cool,
worst case
we're good.
scenario. Okay, that's
We're good.
cool. That's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Why is the CIA at my door? What the?
I don't know. Scott just gets pulled away. You know too much.
Why does your badge say CSIS on it? Oh,
Oh no.
No, you do not know.
No. Shh. Don't talk about them. They will find you. Don't talk about CSIS.
That's
Is that like
the
a Canadian
like,
thing?
worse version.
that's Canadian.
Yeah.
FBI,
See, that's the thing
basically.
is, you guys have the CIA. Everyone knows about the CIA.
Yeah.
You don't hear about our CIA.
Mm-mm.
You
Well,
don't
now-
know
It's probably
at all.
clearly they're better at what they do than ours. Then
They were way more
Yeah.
secretive, and then things just disappear.
Oh,
I was
Disappear.
almost an adult before I had heard of it the first time.
do you just
And
like
I-
hear sorry on the
Like,
wind
it's
as
not
like
in
they snatch
television,
you
it's
away?
not in media, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
love
the-
that.
It's CSIS. It's
Now I'm
Also,
scared.
So,
I think
okay.
friendly.
Are they the ones in like control of UFO information and stuff? Because our government has to disclose it June 1st.
See, here's the thing. We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't want to marry the fifth
That's,
one?
that's the thing.
Think of it this way. you guys have chose to be public and make the idea of how your government works knowledgeable to everyone. Ours is the opposite. If you want to go and read, you'll learn, but otherwise, we ain't gonna tell you.
Oh.
I mean,
Because
that's
it's
probably
like
better.
it's like the RCMP, most Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Think of them.
You guys think of the Mounties as the guy in the red with the hat? No,
Yeah.
that's our
Oh, no.
FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn Men in Black, y'all.
So intimidating.
That's the government. That's the government police.
because if you
They just happen to wear funny hats.
if you live in a small place with little to no police presence, they send
You know, the
Mounties.
RCMP.
Oh yeah, and they are
Yeah.
effective.
Also, yeah, that's a tough thing. You go through the curriculum, you graduate, and they say, pack up your stuff. We're moving you to another province.
Okay.
Because that always
Seems to vanish.
happens. Yeah.
Yep.
I love the worry and slight concern on Steven's face.
Before we experience a Canadian blackout on our channel, move on with some questions.
I would do this. I mean, I didn't. These are things I didn't know, and I mean, it's just.
like, screw the format.
Plus, I mean, the United States, we're just like ridiculous about that anyway. We're like, we're the CIA, you know, like all blustery and whatever. And then
We're
there's
the
like
best,
because it's
imitate
CSIS, and then
us.
it's like they're creepy, like you don't actually know about them. Is way more terrifying.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Okay, so we're going. I'm like,
Yes. We can keep going forever, but yes, the format.
so we're gonna do the lightning round. The lightning round is theoretically quicker in questioning. But it usually turns into almost the same thing as round one. But you know, but so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go round robin again, and then we're just Steven and I are gonna take turns asking questions again. I think we're gonna go Tanner, John, Scott. So if this gets too confusing, we'll all just figure it out. So we'll
Okay.
start with one. So Tanner will be first, and then the next question will go to John, and then to Scott. So Steven, why don't you ask Tanner question number one?
Mr. Tanner, do you cover
Hi.
your eyes during the scary parts of a movie?
Not even remotely.
Yes.
They're like Austin Powers. Like, movie.
It was
Movie.
very
During the movie.
The movie. Do you close your eyes, baby? Do you?
Honestly,
I'm
He
sorry.
stares
unblinking while indicating, I've done worse.
Oz? What did you? I don't even know what
You
you
know, attention to the
said.
man behind the curtain, you guys.
Oh, I thought that was my conscience.
I mean,
Turn it off,
yeah.
but it's there.
You have a compass?
I haven't heard it in a while, so I was concerned.
John, invisibility or super strength?
Super strength. I don't like invisibility.
Oh.
This one
If
is
I'm going into a
Scott.
fight, I'm going into a fight.
No, I respect that. You're like straight on, like no messing around. They're gonna see you as you're kicking their
yeah.
ass.
They're
Yeah,
going to see me coming and they're going to fear me.
like CSIS or whatever.
No, that's the invisibility.
Oh, that's right. That's the other way.
Yeah,
RCMP is the super strength.
Next, go ahead.
Favorite Disney princess?
Oh, Scott, you got the frizzy
Ooh.
or Disney adjacent if you have a preference.
I'm gonna say Snow White because that's just what I grew up having watched. Like that was I think the first one that I was subjected to. I find the Seven Dwarfs to be quite comical.
Subjected to.
Wow.
I mean,
Everybody's
that's
been
so
to a
pure. That's like the
everybody's
purest
watching.
answer.
everybody's been to a grandparent's place and they're like, here are the 7 VHS tapes I have. Yes, I'm that old.
6 of them are John Wayne movies, you know, and then there's one
Yeah.
Disney movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver
How
Twist.
do you
but
know my
only like one part.
grandparents?
Only one part
Half of the
Oliver.
Titanic VHS?
Yes.
Oh no!
Every
but
time.
it's in
It's always like the second half.
and it's in full screen.
Confession, I only watched the second half.
Titanic?
Yeah.
The good
Really?
Good part.
I'm like, you know what?
No, that's fine.
Screw all your mushy bullshit. Get to the
Yes.
sinking and the drama. Come on.
The one guy that
Spoiler
hits the
alert:
propeller.
the ship stinks.
Yeah.
It
The only
stinks.
thing you miss in the first half is like the handprint on the freaking window in the car. Other than that,
Wait, that's in the first half? Oh, that's a good.
Isn't that the end of the first half?
into the first half, yeah.
I feel like they're
And then all
stuffing
the
and then it
bullshit
goes to
happens.
intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confession, I've never seen it.
You know, it's
Eh.
fine.
I have an idea of what happened.
There are boobs.
Come on.
If you're interested in seeing boobs, there's Kate Winslet boobs.
Do you know
So-
the most hilarious thing about all of it? When it came out, I was young, obviously, and I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. And everybody was just ranting and raving about the graphics. And my grandma Dorothy, the whole time, she was like, it looks like a model. It's just a model. And I'm like, oh, you're crazy. It's so amazing. I went back and tried to watch it like 6 months ago. And
Oh my God, it's a model.
straight up model in a
Just a model.
It's been 84 years. I love that we asked a Disney princess question, and then we're talking about Titanic, and I feel like I'm among like-minded people, and I appreciate it.
They both could have fit on the door. We all know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Amen.
Tanner, dawn or dusk?
Sync.
Dawn or dusk? I am
Dawn
a
or dusk?
huge fan of dusk.
Dusk.
Yeah. It's just there's something. First off, dawn is the start of the day, which means that work time is upon me, and therefore I do not like that. Dusk means that the world's about to become very, very quiet and very serene. And that is nice for once.
It's nice. Oh, that was both
Yeah.
dark and beautiful.
Yeah, wow. You deep bastard.
DP.
Just like dusk, yeah.
How'd you know my high school nickname?
Hey.
Dark and beautiful.
No, deep bastard.
Oh!
Dark and beautiful. You bastard, you know.
Same thing.
Tomato, tomato.
Great. All right. Next question is for John Stephen.
John,
Hi.
what children's movie could you watch over and over again?
I've seen a lot of children's movies. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, so none of them.
Like, ever again. Please, God, no.
Okay,
I
there's
know
not a
all
one.
the songs. I know all the dances. It's
You know all the dances.
oh yeah, you have to sing along and dance with the ballroom with Beauty and the Beast, and you have to.
Okay, I want to watch a movie with you.
No.
I didn't learn this choreography, apparently.
I know. Oh, it's
You don't get to watch a
beautiful.
movie with John without 3 years of jazz tap.
Oh no!
It's
I skipped that
step,
one.
damn it.
I am unqualified.
I can't dance. I'm left-handed. I'm really, really white.
Oh my God.
Me too, don't worry.
We'll all fumble together. It'll be great.
I'm gonna die. God, where the hell were we? Favorite junk food, Scott?
Ooh. Now, are we talking junk food or takeout? Because
I mean,
that's a
you
blurry
know,
line.
you're the guest, so whatever your heart, whatever
If
wants
we're
to come out.
including takeout, I have a soft spot for pizza. Oh yeah, I cleaned up those boxes before stream.
Oh, well done.
Kudos.
It's just like the Leaning Tower of pizza boxes. The Leaning Tower of pizza.
It's really the only reason I have a green screen. Just hide everything else.
Pizza is like, even bad pizza is good. Like,
It's true.
like crappy like cafeteria pizza, it's still pizza. I'll eat it.
I literally had one the other day that tasted like the cafeteria freaking from first grade, and I was like, this is delicious. It's bringing back my childhood, and I love
Like,
it.
Canned weird overly sweet tomato sauce and like some strange
Cardboard.
mozzarella-esque
Yes.
thing.
Cool.
Every once in a while, you get those old cravings, like the flat chicken patties for the chicken burgers.
Oh, amen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
just get that taste for them, and you got to have at least one.
so
Let's have
good.
one. Yeah. Did you guys
I know
dip
what
things
these-
like there in Canada? Was like
No, dipping isn't
pizza
invented.
and ranch?
Oh,
I've never heard of that.
dressing?
What is this ranch that you speak of?
No,
Rayon.
no.
It's ranch.
One of our players has ranch and like in all different varieties, even the powder form. because he is such a fanatic for it.
Oh wow.
Ooh, that's a lot. I mean,
What's
I'm
wrong
okay.
with him?
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, is he from the United States? Because if so, I will have to say I'm sorry. Oh, okay, then I don't know.
If it's the person I'm thinking of, he is as furthest from the United States as any of us could be.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Due to his lineage. So
Speaking of condiments, the one thing I learned when I was up there is your Heinz ketchup is so much better than ours. I literally wanted a case of it. It was
Y'all
so
have
good.
ketchup potato chips.
We spend a
Oh, yeah.
fortune on like Heinz ketchup simply ketchup here that's limited ingredients, but theirs is literally like water, sugar, tomato. It's
Oh, yeah.
like straight up real and so freaking good. And then I come back here and I'm like,
All our food has 5,000 ingredients, and most
literally.
of them are not
Will you send me a
pronounced.
case of Heinz ketchup, please?
Half of them you
Yeah.
can't pronounce without a scientific degree.
Yeah.
Hydrogenated this and bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Some of it's partially hydrogenated, some of it's fully hydrogenated. What the hell is hydrogenated?
Up here, there's
What is
much stricter
hydrogenated?
food laws.
Yes,
Yes.
we need it.
Good.
Yes.
We have the FDA. They are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm telling you what.
we have the CFIA.
Oh.
And they
I
operate
don't want to see.
secret
Oh, Canada.
shadows and bring you quality food products.
Don't talk about it.
We can move on from that one.
Don't talk about the CFIA. They're gonna empty your fridge.
Oh,
no. They're partially hydrogenated ketchups.
not my Heinz!
My coffee crisp. My Nanaimo bars.
My 7 different hot sauces.
My Smarties.
Not the Smarties. Who the hell is next?
I don't even know. Okay. No,
I
Scott.
think no.
Scott
Scott
did it?
just went. Scott just
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
junk food.
Tanner.
Yeah.
So it's Tanner.
Tanner?
Hi.
Hello, how
Hi.
are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. I would just love to know, what is your favorite childhood TV show?
We already kind of talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
In
no
a
woo-woo.
way.
Okay. It just seems complicated. I'm digging in. Let's go ahead.
Okay. So. Oh boy. How do we go through this here?
This is a lead up. I'm in it.
So okay, this is gonna sound weird, but my favorite childhood TV show is actually what led me to most of my travel throughout the United States. It was a Japanese cartoon based on a children's card game called Yu-Gi-Oh.
My kids are literally just now like
yes.
just discovered Yu-Gi-Oh. I wouldn't question it, but
I played it competitively for 20 years.
That's-
Okay. Wow.
amazing.
I have been to numerous cities in the United States and Canada to play in various tournaments: Nashville, Atlanta, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Providence, Long Beach. Where else did I go? Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say that's my favorite because it
That seems legit.
cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money.
See,
I
there should be
barely
certain
knew that was a
exceptions.
thing.
There should be certain
Oh, yeah.
exceptions. Just get rid of the borderline, and we can all just be one people. Because there it is, bringing us all together.
I don't. Canada doesn't want our asses up there.
No, we're good. No, you can come here. We're good.
Look, we get certain things and we have to like intermingle it, like measurements, weight, height. We know both imperial and metric from a young age.
Wish we did.
We do it. We did a little. I mean, it was much easier. Like metrics, like it's just tens.
Everything's in tens, yeah.
Yeah, this makes more sense. We're like, well, 12. Like how I mean, like
Why?
random numbers. Like why 12 though? It's so much
Why?
harder.
It's like, how many cups are in a gallon? I get so lost on like everything that we measure. It's confusing.
A pint's a pound the world around.
Yeah, I just Google that shit. That's how I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Google everybody.
Yeah,
Yep.
Google.
I know.
We love the Google. Okay, I think John. Favorite season?
Fall.
Oh,
I love the smell of the air, the rain, the dreary overcast. Love it. It gives me like elated.
You're just like twirling
Literally
around,
skipping and dancing throughout the streets. Yes.
They're like leaves floating around. Gains power from darkness. Our producer said. And all right, We were just at season, and you're gonna Scout.
Halloween costume.
Wait,
Scout.
come again?
What was your last Halloween costume?
Or costume in general.
Or costume, yeah.
What'd you last dress up as?
I
Just say
dressed up as a
funny.
crayon.
I was gonna say,
crayon.
you were a crayon.
What color were you?
You were a crayon.
I went with 2 people during Halloween to the downtown, and technically I was dressed up as a crayon.
What color crayon?
Green.
Green crayon.
Color.
The T-shirt is somewhere.
I love that you were a crayon, because usually when we do this, like we got the TTRPG play, like we got a lot of cosplayers and stuff. There's like I dressed up as Sheik from like Mature, or like whatever. He's like, I was a crayon. It's
Damn Crayola.
the cutest thing ever.
Him and his closest
my
127 friends.
my city's con season doesn't fall in line with Halloween. I've already looked into it. Yeah. It stops Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, September.
So it's like you can't wear white and you can't dress up anymore.
Cosplay.
Yeah,
It's against the law.
it's against the system. They'll get you.
No.
CSIS will take you out, yes.
I'm literally so scared of Canada now, you guys.
No, I mean, I
They're
grew up
coming for you.
I grew up like I lived in the middle of nowhere and we had this giant satellite. So we got Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, which is one of the reasons
CBC.
the CBC, and which is one of the reasons I'm obsessed with the Bare Naked Ladies, because I watched them a lot when I was a kid because they were all over the place. And
They're really nice.
they're really, you met them? Or they're just Canadian, you assume?
If you give me 10 minutes, I can go over to their place.
Yeah.
What?
They live where I live. Yeah, currently.
Oh, well, we'll have a follow-up conversation about that later. But yeah, no, I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. Oh,
Yeah.
Canadian, and then I watched Road to Avonlea, so I assumed that all of Canada was like Prince Edward Island, circa like
And-
1880.
Naturally, then she forced me to watch all of that when she wanted to relive it in her high school years.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, of course.
You're a better person for it, okay?
it's true. It's true.
I enriched your life
She's
and
like,
you
you're gonna watch
thank
it,
me.
like, am I? And then I
Sure.
was like, hooked. So.
Kids growing up with the maple leaf poster going, oh, I wish I was born in
Yeah.
Canada.
I know, I did. I wanted to be Canadian. I'm not kidding. Like, I just have this idealistic Canadian.
vouch for that.
People thought I was from Canada because I watched so much Canadian television that I would slip into an accent here or there on particular words. And are you Canadian? I wish I was. Like, I'm probably the only Canadian fangirl, but I am.
Just a boot there, you guys.
Slip into an accent.
Oh no!
No, you don't want us to slip into our accents there,
Oh, no,
bud.
there, bud.
Oh, no, going out for a rip there, eh?
Oh no!
Gotta go out to Timmy's and pick up a double
Rest of
double
the show.
and get me a
Look, I
pack
got
of
some goodies
darts
back in the
and,
truck there, yeah? Get the dually out and go to Timmy's.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Put on my bunny hug,
I'm
to the
just having
Chesterfield.
Letterkenny flashbacks.
That's,
Like,
oh.
so no, I was gonna ask. So, from a Canadian perspective, what is your opinion of the show Letterkenny?
It's
Literally
right.
just a few towns over from him. Literally.
It's 20 minutes from me. The
Yep.
place Letterkenny is based on, which the main actor's from, Listowel, Ontario, is like 20 minutes from me. I've
Literally.
dated people from Listowel.
Yes.
It is. I sit there and
dialogue,
it's
the
like, yeah,
people.
that's
So you got the
Small
skid,
town.
that's right.
you got the got the hick,
The meth heads, the hockey flow,
Yeah.
yeah.
the hockey boys,
Yep.
yeah,
You got
Yeah.
the hockey
One
bunnies, everything.
street.
Berta.
You have
Whatever.
the Mennonites who
Berta.
are blissfully unaware and just the nicest people you will ever meet in your life.
Ever. And their food is so good. Oh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We're
Allegedly.
Mennonites here, yeah, we do.
We have some Mennonites, but they're mostly up Vermonty, like they're
Yeah.
Yeah, Pennsylvania area.
yeah. I thought you
You're
said
us.
Transylvania, for a second, but yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Oh,
Transylvanian
Yes,
Mennonites.
Transylvania.
I would like to meet Transylvanian Mennonites.
they wouldn't see. They wouldn't last long because vampires need to be invited into the home, and they're just far too friendly.
they're like, please come, welcome one.
Come on in. Let me bake you
whole
a
damn
pie.
We're over time. Like we're talking. Oh well, that's fine.
We're just talking.
Yeah. No. Well, let's keep going just a little bit, and
You wanna
then
do one more round?
Yeah. Where are
One
we?
more time.
We are at cake or pie.
For whom though?
Was that for
I
me?
don't know. That's your job.
Yep.
Let me, okay. John.
Scott was a crayon.
Yep.
And then you
You-
answered
It's
something.
John.
It's mine.
Yeah.
Neither.
Good answer. I forget.
Cake or pie?
We were talking
Answer in
Oh, that's
3,
cake or pie.
2, 1.
Neither.
pie. What is wrong with you?
I can't eat
I
either.
know the answer to this question.
You can't eat either. Why not?
Pre-diabetic.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Oh,
John is the fun police.
that's no. Hey, Ty, our producer, has celiac, so he cannot have the glutens. But I can usually work around it. It'd be a little harder to work around the sugar aspect.
There are different things, but it's never the same.
Right. Yeah, well, it's never the same. Yeah, no. It's good, but not really comparatively.
Good. You put like 16.
Oh no.
Like,
No. That needs that many.
I would be using both of them, but I use push to talk, so
Every
I can't.
time that I eat something,
Ah,
Tatter's like, "Oh, that is just sad." I know.
Aw.
every time I have French toast for breakfast, I send him a picture.
Oh, you're so sweet. What a
You
good
would.
friend.
You know what? I've known you for like an hour, but I know that you would do that.
That is my
Yeah,
Oh,
favorite
wait, it
food.
gets worse. My roommate is a professional baker, so the French toast is
Oh
real good.
no.
Okay.
I am Satan.
It's like slow.
I have
Yeah.
found a sugar-free
When?
syrup that is keto, and I want to try it out, but it is super expensive.
You must
Well-
be at parties.
Worth
Do
it, right?
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
That's your only
Try
option.
it. I'm curious.
Sure.
I'm so curious. I'm curious how that is actually, because syrup is just sugar. So a
I know, right?
non-sugar, pure sugar.
Well, it's
I'm
probably
curious.
just butter. Like everything keto, they're like, we'll take out the sugar and add fat and butter, which
Yep.
I'm not
No.
mad at personally, but like,
It kind of messes with the blood sugar, but it's good.
It's so good though.
who needs clear arteries anyway?
Oh, I tasted
Not
barbecue
me.
sauce for the first
Overrated.
time in a year. It was so good. So good.
We'll let you have that moment.
wept.
Mm,
Chew on
okay.
it. Chew on it.
I don't know. Do you want to pick out a couple of fun questions instead of? I mean, we're.
Just
I mean,
throw 'em out.
Shannon, honestly, amen. Yeah.
Amen.
But now I gotta look at the list. So you go ahead and
Amen.
pick one.
What about? Let's see, guys. You can just all start talking at the same time. This should
Okay.
be really fun. I'm sure not weird at all.
It's gonna be weird.
Using an Elmo voice, tell me how you like your coffee.
Please do it.
I don't know if I have an Elmo voice.
I don't know if I
Elmo likes his coffee black like his soul.
Saw you guys.
I don't know.
And one like his victims. There we go.
I'm trying to tell you, like clearing that. I was expecting something.
I'm not want more coffee, but I like more tea.
No, we just raised our voices. We don't.
That's
We
right.
don't have the Elmo.
I can't.
We don't
Oh
have
my
the
gosh.
Elmo.
Yeah.
If you want lower, I can go lower.
Yeah,
I want to hear as low as you can go. Give me the lowest Elmo that is just gonna rumble my soul.
deep beef. Give it.
Well, I'm not one for coffee, but I would rather like some tea. I mean, a nice Earl Grey, maybe just a touch of honey.
Okay,
Okay.
so that was without a filter or anything.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
natural.
That's just me. That's just
Sorry.
me.
I know. That was my drag queen.
Like my morals.
Oh my god.
Try to get like,
I'm gonna ask a real question now.
do it.
Oh no.
Did you guys have fun on the show?
Yeah. Did you have fun on your show?
We always have fun on our show.
Well, then we're in agreement. Then this was fun.
See, we get to pick the
Obviously.
people that come on our show,
That's
so it's like we just pick people we know we're gonna enjoy.
It's okay, you guys. We only put the bar here.
I can't even see that.
That was the point.
Aggressive expression of joy. I love you guys.
Way up there.
All right, well, I guess that's gonna say then that is the end of our show. So if you want to go, we could go the opposite round robin, and y'all can tell us where to find you, and we can start with John.
Yes, please.
Oh, no. Tanner,
Oh wait, actually,
go for the
Do you want me
spiel.
just to do it all for all of
Just
us?
do it all. Do the spiel.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Do you want me to do the whole thing?
Lay it
Go
on
for
us.
it.
Do you have it memorized?
Good evening, everybody. Hi, we're RPGs with ERP. You can find us every Sunday at twitch.tv/RPGs with ERP. You can find us at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We usually play for about 3 hours in our 5th edition D&D campaign. Why don't you stop on by our Twitch channel? You can find us on Twitter as well. That's at RPGs with ERP. We're currently working on getting an Instagram, a Reddit, and all other social media started, so keep an eye out for us there. And please, just expect some craziness when you come see us, because I'm going to ruin these children.
boom, boom, boom.
Come on, let's
All right.
what, a kaiju fight?
Oh yeah, kaiju fight with a pork beast. That's right.
Giant frost elemental.
Those are
Oh, you
words.
heard me.
Go. Those are words indeed.
You heard me.
This has been
All
great.
right. Okay, well, everybody, so yeah, that would be us, and make sure you check out all of these guys, as well as the other content here on Roll for Chaos. We have on Tuesdays this show, Roll Charisma. If you guys have anybody else that you want to get in the hot seat as the audience too, like, let us know, and we will make them come on the show and ask them silly questions. We also on Thursday have Dreams of Silver and Stone, the Aether and Steamworks production that is GM'd by the creator and our producer himself, Ty Burris, whom you guys got to have your cool 119
It is so fun.
craziness with. That was a very
So good.
entertaining
It was.
episode. Yeah. And then on Friday we do Sparrows, which is also an Aether and Steamworks production. It's more piratey, spacey stuff. We've got a little bit of Indiana Jones and Dreams of Silver and Stone, so check it out. And then we're always doing random stuff on the third week of every month. We take a break and we do random one shots and things like that. Maybe we'll get
Which is next week.
Which is next week. Yes, next week. I don't know what's going on next week, but hopefully we can get some of these guys back up here
It's
and
our break, so
all your faces.
yes.
Yes.
We fill the gaps.
That was extremely dirty sounding.
Well, they have to be filled somehow, Shannon.
Okay. I'm just gonna move right along. Tanner, do you have a question or a gap?
No, just volunteering.
He wants his gap filled, Shannon.
All right, Tanner, moving over there.
I need to be whole.
Tanner, come on down.
Okay, before
You insist.
this gets X-rated and Twitch kicks us off, we're gonna have to say goodnight. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. We'll see y'all
Thanks
next
for
time.
having.
Thanks for having us. It was fun.
Fun way.
So much.
Bye.